Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IAS. In this initiative, we are discussing the previous year questions of UPSC prelims examination. And today we are going to discuss some of the questions from art and culture section. So now let us quickly look into the topics that we are going to understand for the day. We will understand about Kalamkari painting, then we will learn about sun temples, then we will look into Bani Thani painting, then we will understand about monuments in India, and at last we are going to understand about Kalyana Mandapa. Okay, all these topics are important from this particular subheading of the prelim syllabus that says history of India and Indian national movement. Okay, so now let us take the first question for the day. The first question reads, Kalamkari painting refers to, they have given four statements. Okay, correct statement is option A, that says a hand painted cotton textile in South India. Okay, so Kalamkari painting is one of the painting styles. Okay, so that is practiced in the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh in South India. Okay, in the Kalamkari, the word kalam, okay, kalam means pen. Okay, it means pen, and kari means craftsmanship. Okay, kari means craftsmanship. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option A. Okay, so when we talk about Kalamkari painting, so it is a handmade painting and used to dye in cotton or silk fabric. Okay, this like pen is made up of tamarind in this particular painting, and this is made up of natural dyes. Okay, so I have already discussed, like, this is practiced in the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Okay, so having understood this, now let us take the next question for the day. Okay, the second question says, which of the following is or are famous for sun temples? Okay, so here we have to find out which of them are sun temples. Okay, statement 1 is Arasavalli Sun Temple, statement 2 Amarkantak, statement 3 Omkareshwar. Okay, so Arasavalli is a sun temple, however Omkareshwar and Amarkantak are not sun temples. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option A. Now let us understand about Arasavalli Sun Temple. Okay, so this Arasavalli Sun Temple was built in the in 7th century AD by Devendra Verma. Okay, so Devendra Verma was a ruler of the Kalinga, dynasty, and this particular sun temple was built in the Panchayatan style. Okay, what do we mean by Panchayatan style? It simply means at the center of the temple there will be a deity. Okay, or there will be a there will be a statue of a god, and like on the four sides of the temple there will be statues of other gods. Okay, so in this sun temple, at the center we find the statue of Aditya. Aditya is the sun god, and on other sides we find like a statue of Parvati. She's the goddess in the Brahminical religion. Then we find Vishnu, Ganesh, and Shiva. Okay, these are other gods of the Brahminical religion itself. Okay, so this Arasavalli Sun Temple is dedicated to Lord Sri Surya Narayan Swami. Okay, and in this Sun Temple, even if all the 5 gates are closed, okay, even then the sun touches the feet of the Aditya god. Okay, at least twice a year in the month of March and October, when the sun is moving from Uttarayanam to Dakshinayanam. Okay, means like from north to south. And similarly in the month of October, like when it is moving from Dakshinayanam to Uttarayanam. Okay, so this is the thing. So correct answer for this question is option A, one only. This question was asked in the year of 2017. Okay, now let us take the next question for the day. Okay, this question, it says, a well-known painting Bani Thani belongs to the. Okay, so they have given the name of a painting. Okay, school of a painting, and they are asking like which school of painting does this particular painting belong to. Okay, here they have given options as Bundi school, Jaipur school, Kangra school, and Kishangarh school. Okay, so it belongs to the Kishangarh school, and other 3 schools, they are not associated with Bani Thani. Okay, Kangra school, this particular school is located in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and other Jaipur school is located in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Bundi school is also located Kota in Rajasthan, and if we talk about Kishangarh school, it is located in central Rajasthan. Okay, so 3 of these schools are from Rajasthan. So now let us understand little more about Bani Thani painting. Okay, so what is Bani Thani painting? So Bani Thani painting belongs to the Kishangarh school, which is located in central Rajasthan, and Nihal Chand was a master artist of this particular Bani Thani painting. And so this particular Bani Thani painting has, theme of Radha and Krishna. And this particular Bani Thani painting was earlier patronized by a ruler. His name is Raja Sawan Singh, and he has influenced the theme of this particular school of painting. Okay, like Kishangarh school of painting. So having understood this, now let us take the next question for the day. Okay, so this question says, with reference to the cultural history of India, consider the following statements. Okay, we have to read these 2 statements and then we have to find out the correct answer. Okay, first statement says, white marble was used in making Buland Darwaza and Khanka at Fatehpur Sikri. Okay, you might be knowing that Buland Darwaza and Khanka are made up of red sandstone. Okay, they are made up of red sandstone. They are not made up of white marble. Okay, so that's why statement 1 is incorrect. Okay, so Buland Darwaza was made by Akbar. Okay, we will discuss in detail about it. First, let us find out the answer. The second statement says, red sandstone and marble was used in making Bara Imambara and Rumi Darwaza at Lucknow. Okay, again this statement is incorrect because here neither red sandstone nor marble was used in making, Bara Imambara and Rumi Darwaza. So that's why both these statements are incorrect. Correct answer for this question is option D. Now let us understand in detail about, Buland Darwaza, Khanka, and we will understand about Rumi Darwaza. Okay, so Buland Darwaza was made in the year of 1601 AD by Akbar. Okay, and it is 40 meter in height and 35 meter in width, and it is made up of red sandstone. If we talk about Khanka of Sheikh Salim Chishti, so it is like Sheikh Salim Chishti was one of the most revered Sufi saint of Mughal period, and this Khanka of Salim Chishti is located near Fatehpur Sikri. Okay, and if we talk about Rumi Darwaza, okay, so Rumi Darwaza was built by Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, and so this Rumi Darwaza is also known as Turkish Gateway. Okay, it is neither made up of red sandstone nor marble was used for its construction. Okay, so that's all about this question. With this, we have come to the last question for today's discussion. Let us read this question. This question says, building Kalyana Mandapa was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of. Okay, now they are saying like, Kalyana Mandapa is one of the temple construction features, and they are asking like, it was one of the notable feature in the kingdom of which of these, rulers like Chalukyas, Chandelas, Rashtrakutas, and Vijayanagara. So Kalyana Mandapas are found, in the temple construction in the kingdom of Vijayanagara. Okay, so where is Vijayanagara located? Temples of Vijayanagara are located in Hampi in the state of Karnataka now. Okay, so Vitala temple is one of the greatest monument of Vijayanagara empire. Okay, then what are Kalyana Mandapa? Kalyana Mandapas are open pavilion. Okay, this is used for ceremonies including the symbolic marriage of the temple deity to his consort. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of today's discussion. So I hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you so much for attending the session. Welcome to Luqman IAS, the Public Administration Foundation. Live online classes are as effective as offline classes. Study public administration optional under the guidance of S. Ansari, the one who has taken this optional to a new height. Since 2011, Luqman IAS students have maintained the records of securing the highest marks in this optional. Go through the course features of Public Administration Foundation for 2021. Live classes are similar to offline classes in terms of the concept building, the interaction and addressing of students' queries, and the dictation of notes. There will be elaborate discussions on concepts, theories and principles, linking them with contemporary and current developments. In the live classes, notes are properly dictated the way it is done in offline classes. In fact, it is one USP of S. Ansari sir's classes. Optional is like a religion. You have to study it with a discipline and dedication under a guru. Most students get good ranks due to ethics, essay and optional, for which one does not have a better choice than Luqman IAS. So, contact us today for more information.